Okay, so.
Hey.
Hi. This is Fallon.
Nice to meet you.
We brought a bottle. And this is my sister.
Nice to meet you.
Your home is beautiful, Fallon.
Thank you so much.
We're so excited.
All right.
Putting
on our best behavior.
Hi, ladies. How are you?
This is my husband, Simon, everyone.
How are you?
I am well.
You're good. Boom, boom. Yes.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Thank you
definitely.
for coming.
And I see you laid it out for us.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, that makes me want to get married all over again.
Who said that? Porsha Williams coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta? That's false. But Porsha Guabadia is in the building. See y'all. Mwah.
I have whiplash. Porsha Williams, formerly Gabadia, has filed for divorce, and it's the perfect rollout that she has planned, because I honestly think this is planned. Because as you know, just a couple weeks ago, she announced that she is returning back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Then shortly after that, the news of Simon trying to get citizenship but having issues because of his scamming past had came out, and everybody was like shocked, but not really shocked, but kind of shocked, because she was living this very lavish lifestyle. And sometimes you wonder, when like a person seemingly has all this money but does no work, like you don't ever see them work, go into an office, really do anything, you have to wonder where the money comes from, you know? So his scamming past was revealed, court documents came out and everything, and then yesterday the news drops that Porsha, formerly Gabadia Williams, has filed for divorce. Porsha said, I am not going to be near this at all. I am not going down with the ship. She said, I am not attaching myself to Titanic. I just heard Phaedra say that to Quad on the trailer for not Real Housewives, Married to Medicine. She told Quad, what was I supposed to do, attach myself to the Titanic? And I'm like, oh my God, Phaedra, like my goodness. But in this sense, I think that it is good for Porsha to handle her business and do what she needs to do, because she don't want to be connected to this foolishness. I believe that if you're still married, possibly they may have some grounds to like rope her into this foolishness, but if she disconnects, she can go about her business. And who knows, like they could still be together, but due to like legalities and everything like that, maybe it was best for them to just part. But Porsha started off having gone to Phelan's home. She was introduced to Simon. They dapped each other up. Next thing you know, they're dating. Porsha has like these 5 separate wedding ceremonies, all super, super lavish. She's going on all these trips to his multiple different homes. It looks like she's living this jet set lifestyle, and now there's like a a break, because what is going on here? Porsha has plot, she has storyline, so whoever these other girls that they have bringing in to Real Housewives of Atlanta, they need to come with theirs. And she's kind of reminding me of Mia from Real Housewives of Potomac. She's kind of going through the same thing with Gordon, because once his money situations came up, Mia's like, peace, I'm gone, like I'm not getting involved in any of that. And they're protecting themselves. So also we know that Marlo and Sanya are not coming back, so that potentially leaves Sheree, Kenya. I don't know what storyline Sheree will bring. She's done okay on Traders over there. People kind of say she doesn't really know what's going on. Kenya, yes, she has plenty of storyline that she can bring, and Porsha has the plot. Because of course, they have to have her share the breakdown of her marriage, because literally just 5 days ago she had posted this tweet talking about some ride or die, be his peace, and they're like jet setting. It looked like they were out in Miami, but they're riding like this motorized car boat. Portia's all her hair in the wind, Simon's sitting there cheesing, looking so happy, and then 5 days later, divorce. The life of the rich and famous, man. You gotta move fast, you gotta make quick decisions, and you gotta move on, and you gotta protect yourself and cover your own ass. I think going forward, rule of thumb should just be, if someone cannot describe to you or tell you what they do for work, income, money, in at least 1 to 2 top 3 words, they may be scamming, because it really doesn't take that long to say, okay, I work in real estate. I'm an entrepreneur. I have this specific business. It's not that hard. I'm a business manager. I do investments. Like, once you start talking too much, I'm like, I'm side-eyeing you, because really, why does all this verbiage need to be told to tell me what the fuck it is that you do? It's just not that hard. Side note, as I was going to find the People exclusive with Porsha and Simon, I came across Marlo Hampton's departure message, as she is taking a step back from Real Housewives of Atlanta for season 16. She tells People exclusively, "This break from RHOA is a fresh start, allowing me the space to participate in new creative entertainment projects, focused on my future and not reliving my past." So that is Marlo's departure message. And she's really been on for like, oh my goodness, I don't even, multiple seasons, many seasons. She just made full-time housewife, and then like they let her go. So I'm just like, oh, okay, Marlo, I'm sorry to see you go. She did give some moments, but it is time to move on. Along with that, I did see a list that was dropped by the Neighborhood Talk, and the Neighborhood Talk is really the one dropping all this tea about Real Housewives of Atlanta, who's leaving, who's going to be here, all that. They have the connect. So the Neighborhood Talk says for season 16, the alleged cast is Porsha, Kenya, Shamia, who was friend of Porsha. So I'm like, does that mean she's coming back as a full housewife capacity, or is she still going to come on as another friend of, who has been on many seasons, just like Marlo? Drew, which I was happy to see, because literally all of last season was her. Angela Reed, Akila Coleman, and Britt Eady, and Sheree as a friend. So they have the pictures here, and these are going to be the ladies apparently coming to season 16 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. But we'll see how it really shakes out. This is not Bravo confirmed or anything like that. This just comes from the Neighborhood Talk. So, Porsha and Simon. Porsha Williams files for divorce from Simon Gavodia after 15 months of marriage. 15 months. That's it. The Real Housewives of Atlanta alum wed the Nigerian-born businessman in November of 2022. Porsha and Simon's marriage is coming to an end over a year after they tied the knot. The Real Housewives of Atlanta alum filed that divorce from Gavadia on Thursday in Atlanta, according to court documents. So, like, literally, she filed it Thursday. Friday morning, everybody knew what was up. So the news of their split comes as rumor fly online about Gavadia's citizen status. However, a source tells People that the divorce is unrelated to recent allegations. Okay, so it's unrelated to the recent allegations of him being a scammer. So what is it? Because just 5 days ago, you were ride or die, be his peace, and then a week later, not even a week later, y'all are filing for divorce, and it's unrelated to his scamming past. I just am not buying that. I'm really not buying that. But whatever it is, please, Porsha, share it on Real Housewives of Atlanta. If you're going to come back in a big way. I mean, your contract is freaking A1. So, not about his past. I just don't buy that. I think that's some BS. The cause of their split is an ongoing matter, adds the insider. So maybe there's some, just speculating, maybe someone stepped out and, you know, they couldn't move on from it. Maybe. I mean, like, what does that mean? So Williams, 42, and Gabadia, 59, said I do in November of 2022. They were engaged in 2021. So all of this moved very fast because it's only 2024 and it's a fucking wrap. Ugh, goodness. So yeah, luckily she did not have any kids by Simon. She just has PJ with Dennis. So I think that was a smart way to do it. You don't have any ties, no connections. You really can just sever things and it's just done, move on. I don't know you if that's what they want. But yeah, Porsha is gonna come back to Atlanta in a big way. I'm looking forward to seeing what these ladies have been up to since they've been gone. I mean, I feel like Atlanta hasn't been on our screens for a minute, but this time was needed for them to just refresh things. And like in the past, I have said that like, oh, I'd love for Nene to come back, but after much thought, I'm just like, I don't think after everything that's happened and everything Nene said about Andy, I'm like, why would you want to come back? Because Andy's still there. And B, I just feel like she burnt that bridge to a fucking crisp and there's no return. And I think that I was kind of being delusional in the past and hoping that she would come back because I just love Nene and I love, you know, seeing her on our screen and being with the ladies, but it's just not going to happen. So I had to come to that realization for myself that Nene is not coming back, and maybe the face of Atlanta is going to be Porsha now, or Kenya. I think Kenya is really going to dig into Porsha concerning all these things with Simon, because you cannot just come onto the show when we thought you were married and now you're divorced in like 5 days after you were trying to be his piece. That just makes no sense. So somebody has to come in off the top asking these questions that we need answers to. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. I hope that you have a great rest of your day wherever you are in this crazy, crazy world. Bye-bye.